And as unions leadership, we were among ourselves strategizing. We're happy to announce that finally we have secured 9%, 8% for workers, 8% for which will be paid next year. And the rest of other sticky issues, such as night shift allowance, such as the dual driver, such as insourcing, all those matters are taken to a task team. We will have to meet immediately after this announcement to basically deal with that particular process, because our members are united to make sure that those issues are basically resolved. And today we're announcing, therefore, that this strike is coming to an end. Workers will resume work tomorrow. And secondly, we're saying they're resuming work tomorrow, but the final day will be Wednesday. And we're calling on employers to allow workers to go back to work peacefully without any form of harassment. And we secured mandates from our constituencies, all of us as here, to basically bring an end to the strike today. No problem.
No.
Are there any additional statements?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it is also important for us to appreciate our members, the efforts that they have made to demonstrate their labor power to the employers. We also thank them for demonstrating peacefully and showing and demonstrating to the employers that the unity of the workers is paramount. We are the mandated driven organization. We've been given a mandate by our members to sign the agreement. Hence, we are announcing today that we call off the strike.
Okay. No, thank you. I think it wasn't easy. We engaged with employers throughout to ensure that the agreement that has been signed today came into effect. But what is clear, we demonstrated unity amongst all the trade unions, and employers never thought we would be united to this extent. Hence, they protracted this particular process. We are happy that finally demands of our members are met with the inherent compromises that we made. But forward we go, and we urge all our members to go back to work from tomorrow up until Wednesday. But as we have indicated earlier on, we urge employers not to embark on any disciplinary process that will antagonize our members when they go back to work. Thank you.
I think two issues that I think are strategic, we should say, is that part of what we will do from here as a collective of unions will be to engage government, especially around the sticky issues that are likely in the future to plunge this sector into problems. For instance, the issue of workers being paid night shift allowance is an issue of enforcement by the Department of Labor. The issue of dual drivers, if government was decisive, it should not be an issue that the Minister of Transport should not be able to intervene and make sure that there's stability in the industry. I think lastly, we must, on behalf of our members, thank the communities that were really affected negatively by the strike. We've listened to them. We understand their plight of what they went through. We will always do everything else that if it means we must go to a strike, it will be a last resort, which means that the dialogue and discussions that we must have with the employers, we will have to make sure that we find permanent solution on the issues such that our communities are not frequently subjected to the kind of challenges that they were confronted with. And I think I speak on behalf of everybody when I say we really thank them, we understand their plight, we understand their solidarity. Without their support, this strike would not have been successful.
Maybe to add one part that we need to commit ourselves to our members. We have realized during this strike that there are some other employers who were negotiating in bad faith, delaying this thing. And then we are committing ourselves as organized union that we have a responsibility to transform this industry. So we are going to do that through processes as outlined by my colleague next to me, making sure that we engage extensively, and then we make sure that we protect the interest of the workers, and also to protect the bargaining council that we have fought for each to be established. I think we are done.
Are there any questions from the floor? Please mention your name and the name of the media house.
I just want to know exactly when this task team will be set up, the time limit, the terms of reference, who will be represented in the task team, will there be representatives from the employers and the unions and the bargaining council, the task of the task team, and how long does the task team have to resolve these issues? These outstanding.
Well, I think we are fairly represented, all of us. We got chief negotiators, unions by unions that are here. We must be upfront that those details are not yet been crashed out. We will immediately after this process, workers going back to work, we will assemble, meetings will be organized, the bargaining council will convene us. It will make sure that all pieces of agreements, including what we've settled now on the back pay, they are put together into a one agreement that will be consolidated. And therefore there will be a meeting that will be facilitated, which will basically define a clear way forward. Very soon we will know what sort of timelines that we must embark, and as unions will reflect who will basically represent us into the task team. So it's work that is going to be underway.
Any other questions? Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming. If you want one-on-one, please.
Zolilwela Izwela Zolilwela Izwela Zolilwela bo Yo Izwela Izwela me Izwela me Izwela me